Okay. What do rappers think of Lil Nas X? Chat, I think this is a W video.
This makes more sense to me, so I'm just gonna go with it, right? People are just
What don't
choosing
make
what they're
dollars
comfortable
don't make
with.
sense to the industry, my boy. They don't sign unless it make money and streams. And if it's good and it gets streams, they sign it.
Is this nigga good, bro? Off the bat, bro.
They don't sign unless it make money and streams.
Yo.
And if it's good and it gets streams, they
Is he
sign
good,
it.
bro? Alright, I will. Right after stream, I got you, Brody. I'll check my Instagram again. Do you have the same username you have on Twitch? Alright, let's actually focus on the video. Look. I feel
It's
like
gonna be brutal.
Black rappers are often better than other races.
Wow.
I think it's a racist point of view to say that it is often better. There are so many dope rappers that are black. There are so many dope rappers that are not black.
my opinion, right? My opinion on that question, based on the number of rappers there are, and based, like, you know what I'm saying, let's say if we look at the top 50 rappers, I feel like the majority of them would be black. So as of right now, yes. Like, I mean, I don't want to filter anything. Y'all know I don't think that's racist at all. It's just literally the numbers. There's more black good rappers than, not non-black rappers.
I don't think the color of your skin determines your penmanship skill.
So much of the narratives that built and
Look at the
birthed
question, they're
hip-hop
not focusing
is
on the
also
question.
what built and birthed black community and black folk.
If you black and you come from that and that's your struggle and that's your story and it connects with the history of being, oppressed, then you will always
says-
have that advantage, from the
Rappers
viewer's standpoint,
are
but I wouldn't
often
say
better
just
than
because
other
of
races.
being black makes you better.
I like Lil Nas X.
Disagree.
To not respect how he's marketed himself and how he's bigged himself up, using the tools at his disposal, but he's just leveraged it in such a smart way.
Like, I think that's so important to remember that, like, hip hop was never about, like, just, are you the nicest with a pen? It was just like, yo, do you make things that people enjoy?
Nah, I agree with everything being said. As another queer rapper who does a lot of gender bending and stuff like that, I think Lil Nas X has opened up a lane for other
Nigga, you
rappers
should
alike
strongly agree.
that can
Yeah,
thrive now because of that in the mainstream. Memo had Old Town Road blasting in the car when he was driving
Oh,
up.
hell.
Having a couple of songs.
Bro, do you want me to tell you my take on that? Bro, do I like Lil Nas X? Hell fucking no, I don't. Y'all know my stand on this shit, bro. It's so sad. Like, dead ass so sad that a nigga like this is running the rap industry, bro. You know the game motherfuckers gonna strongly agree with this. What else? Like, he's repping their whole shit. But as a person that disagrees with that type of stuff, I hate Lil Nas X. I would hate my son to listen to Lil Nas X. Is his song fire? Yeah. Is he a genius in marketing? Yeah. Is he weird as fuck? Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like, chat, you guys gotta understand, like, all they want is freedom, right? If a bunch of billionaires came together and put all the gay people on earth, gay and lesbians, like anything that has to do with the LGBTQ community, took them all and put them on one earth, they would go extinct. Do you guys understand that? Like, just leave them on a big ass island even like island with houses and shit like that, no wild animals, none of that, so they don't have to worry about that. If you put them on an island alone, they're extinct. They're gone. Why are they affecting other people? A person that really likes Lil Nas X is gonna want to be like Lil Nas. And what's Lil Nas? Gay. He's gay. That's really the reason why I hate Lil Nas X. Why? Like I said, I myself would not allow my son to be gay. Why? He's stopping my generation, for one. Two, it's a sin in my religion. That's the only reason they accept. It's a sin in my religion. But one of the main reasons is he's gonna stop my generation. Fuck is he fucking with niggas for? This is sad. Like, oh my god, it's so sad. The amount of kids that are getting affected by this shit and that want to be gay because they like Lil Nas, it's crazy, bro.
It's okay to call women bitches and weird.
Okay, what they say about
3,
this one?
2, 1, go.
That nigga with the dress is gonna say strongly disagree, yeah, bro. Damn.
The reason I agree is because I think you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want in your lyrics. You know
Gangsta.
what I'm saying? Like, if you're okay to stand on what you say, then stand on it and say it. You know?
Yeah, it shouldn't be censored. It's just like, again, you asked the question, do we think it's okay? They
You
think
don't
it's
have to
okay.
deal with
we
the
don't- yeah.
consequences if you say something that's messed up.
Talk about
like
it.
if you got a white person, you know what I mean, nigga, like, right? You know, then they got to deal with the consequences. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, and that's on them.
It's just you
That's
gotta
on
stand
them.
on what you say. You know?
I feel like the culture we in, it's like, that's just like the type of people you be around. Like girls be like, yo, you that bitch, like drop that shit. You know what I mean? Like they be hyping each other up. I don't think it's ever like in such a.
They call each other bitches, is what I'm saying. And we call each other black. You guys can make the argument that black people call each other niggas, but it's not okay for white people to call us niggas. You know what I'm saying? And that is a good argument, but bitch has no history behind the word, first of all. And second of all, it's more of like an insult than like a racial slur. Feel me? So why I think it's okay to say bitches is it's normalized now, and no bitch takes offense to a rapper calling her a bitch. If anything, she lip syncs it. I got bitches off the Zans. Bitch, I got bitches. Feel me? Lil Nas X don't mean people gay. Just like any drug. I agree with the generation and it's a sin. Listen. Reels, chill. First of all, chill. Second of all, that does. Drill music does influence people to get into gang violence. Dumbass. I'm not saying 100% of the people that are listening to Lil Nas X are gonna end up being gay, but the people that are a diehard fan of his that really want to beat him are gonna follow his footsteps. Can we use common sense here, bro? Drill music. Okay, so when you listen to NBA YoungBoy, don't you want to get up and start some shit? It's something that it just makes you feel something. If you're into that much into YoungBoy. And people that listen to YoungBoy are mostly, like, you know what I'm saying, into that shit. What do you mean we gotta spread love though? Tiger, it's a problem. It's a problem. What do you mean? Chill. That's okay. So you're one of those people that listen to Lil Nas X and don't want to be gay. That's why I didn't say everybody that listens to Lil Nas X ends up being gay. I said the diehard fans that want to be like him, that look up to him, are gonna end up following his footsteps. He's gonna influence them to follow his footsteps. Doesn't mean they're 100% gonna do it, but it raises the chances. That's what I'm saying. Not 100% of the people, but some people, and that is still a problem. And like spread the love, I get what you mean, but it's literally that's just a problem, bro. Like being gay is dead ass like, yeah, bro, it's wrong. Nothing about it is right. The only argument they have, the only argument they have is I do what I want to do. You already wouldn't allow that. That's my kid. My kid 100% wouldn't allow him to be gay. First of all, if he grew up around me, 100% he wouldn't be gay. Why? Being gay is not natural. You were born a man, and your environment and the shit you watch influences you to want to become a woman. Don't you think I've tried to wear a wig when I was a kid and act like a girl as a joke? Of course I have. But that shit wasn't serious. Where I grew up, I was told that women are supposed to be with men and men are supposed to be with women. And that's how it should be. Like, you guys gotta understand, how did you get here? How did gay people come on this earth? A man and a woman came together. That should say something about what's right and what's not. It's just trying to be something you're not. Literally, how can you support that? Bone marrow? They talk about bone marrow, making human beings off bone marrow? That's right to you? Just because they don't want to be with the opposite gender? That's horrible. I understand. Keep positive attitude and everything. I don't disagree. Like, there's people that would kill gay people. That's where I'm from. You're openly gay, you die. I don't agree with that. I don't think we should kill gay people. But I would never support them because it's just flat out wrong. Flat out wrong. And I don't want to even get into religion because you can argue that, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these gay people are atheists. That's wild. I'm not none of this gay shit. I will never support none of this shit. And I don't care how famous I get. I don't care if I get canceled. I don't care if I do any of this. None of that shit, nigga. Bro, I stand on my words. I mean every single word I say. I told you, the gay niggas came on this earth because a woman and a man made love, bro. They raised them. And they made love. And you just go, like, literally go off track and say, nah. It's like literally, like, you guys see this shit, right? There's people that identify as cats and dogs. What do you say? You go support that too, nigga? Like, this shit doesn't stop. Y'all know my plan, right? Get my bag and go to Ethiopia. I'm streaming from Ethiopia. I'm doing YouTube from Ethiopia. I don't want to be here. This place is weird. There's where you set the line, bro. Like, you gotta set the line. Like, you're weird. There has to be a line. Yes, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, do what makes you happy, but there has to be a line. It's just like little kids. If you just let them go and say, do whatever you want to do, they're gonna end up doing something wrong. But if you draw the line and say, yo, you can do whatever you want, but you can't get past this line because it starts becoming wrong, they don't get past that line. Let's say God is not even real, right? That's what their argument is gonna be. God is not real. That's what they're automatically gonna say. Even if God is not real, what's your purpose in the world? You're literally living for yourself. You're gonna live, have fun with the same sex, and die. Me, what am I gonna do? You wanna ask what my purpose is? I'm gonna be with a woman that I love. I'm gonna have a family, right? A family, kids. And I'm gonna make them better than I was in my lifetime because I got experience, right? And we passing it down. That's how this world is gonna end up being like, it's gonna get better every generation. Because what I did wrong, my kids are not gonna do that because I'm gonna teach them that. I'm gonna be there to teach them that. And when I die, I left something good in the world. which is good kids. That's my purpose. What the fuck is your purpose, huh? You fucking with the same sex over and over again for no reason. God made sexual intercourse to make babies.
It's not like a, I'm
100
uplifting my
boys have
bitches.
died. That's what
it's
I'm
like,
saying.
there's not a lot of that. But I do think it's important, and I think it's important as creatives of any genre to understand that our music exists beyond ourselves.
Fuck no.
So our intention
On TikTok,
is not
I
always
have,
going to be received
because I don't
the
have
way
a
that we
choice
think
when I
it is.
scroll.
Like I don't think any
Baby
of us
back, yeah. Couple cracks, yeah. Couple grand, isn't that by him? I don't know, but that a few songs. But I've never went on the album. I've never watched the video. Like there's shit that comes on my TikTok. Didn't he bend over the devil? And he was, wasn't he get clapped by the devil? This what y'all fucking with? He was kissing another guy in a football locker room. That's normal? I will never, ever, right, ever. Like, I know this, what's it called? This nigga, Aiden. If he says something about gay shit, he gonna get canceled. Because, first of all, he's really big. He's really big. He's too big to get canceled. He can have a voice. But what does he decide to do? Take the easy way out. All these people, like, I speak the truth. I don't care if it hurts their feelings or not. But a lot of these people choose not to because it just makes everything harder for them. You think if I talk like this when I'm a little bit famous, people are gonna try to cancel me, right? I don't care though. Like, there's money and there's shit I would do for money. I'm just
here are being like, yo, I hate women. Or like, yo, I'm trying to be bad to women. But I right? But I think that the question is like, what does okay mean? What it comes down to for me is like just personal in my music and my
And
vibe.
that's dope, homie. Like, you know,
Word,
like,
word,
yeah,
thank you.
You know, for anyone,
But,
like, whatever you want to do is dope, in my opinion, for any artist.
Yeah.
If you want to say some fucked up, I think we need crazy people to say crazy shit sometimes. Like, you know, fucking Dance with the Devil.
Of course, that's one of the first.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we can all agree that that's one of the hardest songs of hip hop history, right? But I think we can also all agree that what he's talking about is not right. But I think the culture needs the ability to let people express themselves.
Yeah,
so we
Riz,
have, you know,
I
like
can't
these
support
big,
people
so
like
it's,
that.
or else it would be too, I don't know, it'd be too bland.
It's hard to rap about something other than money, sex, or drugs.
It's kind of hard.
3, 2, 1.
Y'all know what y'all want to know what I think about that subject, so we can actually move on and talk about some other stuff. Like, it's really hard to not talk about money, drugs, or sex. Why? Because that's the trend. 100%. It's obvious. It's the trend. You don't go with the trend, you get left behind. That's exactly what happens. That's what people like to hear. That's what's popping, and you gotta do what's popping. Otherwise, you get left behind. So, I'm telling you, you have to, like, it's almost like, if you're not really, really talented to a point, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you're really talking about something pure and you're popping, you really gotta throw in some bitches, throw in some money, throw in some drugs.
Go.
What's good, Benzo?
Rap about what you want to rap about. Like, I think you're limited as an artist if you're gonna say like those are the only things that I'm out there, and that would be stupid. If you want to rap about that, that's fine too.
That's the only reason I'm over here, because it's not hard. It's definitely not hard. But I think it's what people want to hear, you know? And it's like, if you want to get in this industry and make a successful living off of it, at a certain point, you got to say what the fuck people want to hear, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone wants money. Everybody want to have sex. Everybody does have sex. A lot of people do drugs, or they've been impacted by drugs. So I think it's just inevitable that it comes out a lot, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, I mean, I just completely disagree with the question, right? Because I think, like, we've been talking about Lil Nas X. Old Town Road is just, I don't even, you know, it's just a Western song. And then, like, I think there's so many lanes right now that even if you're looking for success, Memo, like I
But
think
how did
there's
those
niches.
people? How did those
you know?
people come up though? They didn't come up talking about all that spiritual woke shit. J. Cole didn't come out talking about that woke shit.
He might, actually, J. Cole might have.
No, J. Cole might have, yeah. J. Cole might have.
Kanye
yeah.
definitely did. And success is also such a spectrum of what the hell does that shit mean? Success, like the 1% of all.
But of course, there's some people are gonna do like a low percentage of people. Like you can't say nobody has done this. Like for almost anything, you can't say nobody's ever done this. But a small percentage of people came up without talking about money, sex, or drugs. A lot of the rappers came up talking about this stuff. So what is the most efficient? What works the most? Talking about this stuff.
Artists that are making millions of dollars per feature, or also completely eating and living and paying all your bills that you need to, and also got some money to vacate
Change the
and pay for
title.
the
One of
album,
you guys
but,
change the title.
and have fans and have a
Reacting
sustainable
to
career,
Jubilee
right?
video.
And that way, you absolutely can be successful.
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah.
having
Put
a
this-
niche
put
market.
this
I
as
mean,
the
I'm doing it
title.
right now.
Rap is damaging to young people. 3, 2, 1, go.
Is rap damaging to young people? 100% it is. It helped me go through a lot. It helped me go through a lot. Right? Rapping, it helped me go through a lot. I swear to God, when I'm down, I just literally just listen to it. Right? I just listen to it. It just helps me get through a lot. A lot of frustration. 100%. Right? But it did also cause me to change my mindset on a lot of things in a bad way, right? And I do hear the lyrics, like I listen to lyrics and I do pay attention on that type of stuff. And that does affect you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be like, if I had 2 lives, I would be a gangster in 1. I just have like I just feel responsible for my family and stuff like that. So I don't want to be reckless. But being fearless, just having the gun and shooting anything that comes in your way, there's something about that, my nigga. There is just something about that. Being gangster. Feel me? Not fearing anything, niggas fearing you. I really, I would love, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta look at the bigger picture. I gotta look at the bigger picture because I got a family to feed. I'm way too smart. I'm way too, you know what I'm saying? I'm way too smart to be a gangster. That would be wasting my life. Niggas don't make it out of 1920 if they don't rap. So yeah, bro.
I think it can be because you can put some like really young kids on to like what we was just talking about, money, sex, drugs, and like that's typically for older people, I would say. Like, you know, once you graduate high school, it's like more common to be around that stuff. But like, you know what I mean? I think it can just like, I don't know, it can be damaging, you know what I mean? Like
Movies, music, video games, like to put blame.
I literally go to school and come back every day. School, come back. School, come back. No bitches, no gangsters, no drugs, no nothing. I'm flat out on my grind. Is it gonna pay off? I don't fucking know. I don't know. But this shit is frustrating, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is tough. It's really tough, bro. $200 from where you live, that's actually crazy. But yeah, it's tough. I don't know what the fuck if this shit is gonna pay off or not.
On all that stuff for influencing people, like their actions. I don't know, to listen to something and then act on it and then blame that for what you did, that's just a cop out, you know, so.
I would say because if a mind is not fully developed and they're exposed to a certain kind of rap too early, then it can distort like their perspective on things if the parent isn't there to introduce it to them. So for my son, I'm not gonna play, you know, an Eminem album to him or whatever, or a T Grizzly project. Now when he's older, I'll lay the foundational principles down about, okay, here's life and here's what this means. And I would say your music should evolve, right? So for me, if I grew up on a corner when I was 13 and now I'm traveling to LA doing a show, I should talk about that and not just say, yeah, I'm still on the block robbing people. Because I'm lying, you know what I mean? Like, people want to grow with their artists and the people they look up to. Like what we see Jay-Z doing with 444, like.
Talking about
you know,
manhood, talking about success, and dealing with,
and acknowledging his mistakes and also, you know, walking people through that process.
But that simply does not work, is what I'm saying, right? I'll, like, if I was gay, chat, imagine if I was one of these sus ass motherfuckers. Be honest. Do you think I would blow up faster or not? Like, I'm dead ass serious. If I was one of these Aiden motherfuckers, you think I would blow up faster or not? 100% I would. Sad. It's just flat out sad. But I'm not gonna do that. And the rappers that lie about still being on the block robbing niggas, that is what works in the industry. The people that talk about like them improving their life and shit, a lot of people don't want to listen to that.
That's important, you know.
It sounds so weird because it's like going against my argument about the bitch thing, but it's really how I feel though. Like, I don't fuck with how so many people like are promoting all this drug use and shit and pills. You know what I'm saying? One of my brothers OD'd like a fucking month ago, you feel me? If you're gonna talk about it, you also need to let motherfuckers know, especially if your audience is younger people coming up. I think you should have a responsibility to say, like, you know, at least let them know what the fuck they're getting into, you know? If I'm not promoting that shit.
What? What? That's sad. That's so sad. But hey, I'll listen to that.
They're gonna go to someone who is, you know? If the same way to say, like, I could tell people as much as I want, don't pop perks, don't do pills. For the people who really want to do that shit are gonna go, they're not gonna want to hear me, you know? They're gonna want to hear people who are talking about that shit. So I guess I don't think me saying having a song can really make a motherfucker change his life around, you know? Like,
dang,
obviously.
Don't undervalue yourself, G. I feel like, I mean, think about yourself. You're in music because music also means something to you, right?
Yeah.
It's resonated and built so much value when you
this nigga serious, G.
built yourself up. Like, yeah, maybe not one song, but it's an entry point. It's a door that opened up. And, you know, to kind of tie back into the conversation, I think even beyond being artists and creators, we have responsibility as men, as members of the community, right? To be thoughtful with our actions, right? Considerate with our words. And then especially as creators, just to know that our shit exists beyond us for the positive and the negative. And to just take that in stride and understand there's only consequence from our actions, good and bad.
And that is officially over.
Hey,
Oh, oh shit. All right, hey.
At least do they have their info? Okay, yeah, at least they have their info. I know this nigga, the only reason this nigga came was for the shout out.